YouTube? We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the Kaiju King himself, the Highwayman, TJ.
Hello. I don't have an intro. That's it. You get a straight up hello.
We'll take those. But we are back with some matches that were filmed over at Dean's Dugout, which is the locals that we go to every Sunday for Digimon. We start about 12:30 p.m. So if you're in the area, they're located, like I said, in Naperville, Illinois. So feel free to swing by. We do have some EX-08 matches for you guys. We're all like still getting some product, so bear with us as we try to kind of accumulate our pieces. We should have some matches. I think we had a Gallantmon matchup earlier this week that you guys will enjoy. We'll definitely have more as the weeks unfold, so be on the lookout for those. Today's matchup in particular, however, features Arby on the left playing 7th Grade Demon Lords, Old Faithful, and we got TJ on the right playing Angels.
It was probably some sort of destiny that my first match back at locals at Dean's would be against 7th Grade Demon Lords.
I mean, it's like demons versus angels. Can't get better than that, I guess.
Guess so.
But let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. While you're at it, check out our socials, which will also be linked in the video description. And that'll include our Discord, our Twitter, our Instagram. Trying to be more active on Instagram, so feel free to hit us a follow. And also, if you're interested in our deck list, check us out on Discord. It's a great place to be, great place to talk Digi, and we would love to have you. But enough yapping from me. Let's hop right into the round over here.
I was also very tired. I was out until...
It was Frida's birthday party, right?
Yeah, it was like 4 a.m. That's when I finally got home. I didn't pass out till like 5. So I was a late night bear, very much so.
So Angels is a deck that, I mean, we saw it, and I talked a lot about it during like the Road to Net series, right? Where it's like one of those decks that just, it felt like it was never really gonna come back after TK got hit, and then we found it all of a sudden like really viable again after the restriction list.
Turns out BT16 Magna Angemon being able to just warp you up is still a really good thing. Who would have thunk? The biggest thing is that you're not as like memory efficient as you once were. And
Back
you can't guarantee the pata plays.
Right.
I think more than anything, I don't think it's so much that people found the right sauce for Angels. I think it's more so. Yeah, Arby just has a really good early turn with finding pieces off the Amber Boost and getting a Shoto on board. Yeah, because it just needs a purple source to play it, so you can grab his Lucimons as well now off of that too. But I think the biggest thing is that it's more so the meta decks right now. Like the top contending decks are all really good matchups for Angels.
Mm-hmm.
Which just puts it in a position of, oh, okay, well, I can play the game all of a sudden now.
Right.
Which we've seen it before.
Right.
Right, where certain decks will come in and out of the meta just purely based on what else is currently relevant.
Right.
And it's cool. It's just a fun thing with card games.
Speaking of, Demon Lords is one of those, and we see Arby play out a Lilith, giving you 3 memory. Yeah. And you go into the Magna Ange, which will allow you to recover 1. You do DP neg the Lilith, but I don't think it particularly... Well, it could. If you go into Dimity here, you could end up just popping that queen.
Yeah, I can attempt to get rid of her.
And there it is.
So the hardest thing with this match is that Lilithmon. So when she would attempt to leave, she's going to delete my Andromon Ace, and then I will just use the mini effect to burn her thing, and then I'm fine. And then she goes bye-bye anyways. But the hardest thing, honestly, is that Arby seeing Lilith early is tough, because when her on play gives your Digimon an effect. So like the mini effect can't protect them against Lilith's on play. That basically makes it so like end of your turn, this Digimon deletes itself.
And correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't use Andromon's effect, right? The on play, you just used the Dimini DP neg.
I just used the DP neg.
Yeah.
Because I knew that it was. Oh no, I did. I burned.
Because you burned.
Yeah, I think I messed it up. It should have been minus, because I minus 7. Right. Oh, no, I minus from the...
You minus from the Magna Ange and then the Dimity 7, so you probably had enough.
I did not use... Yeah. because she's only 11.
Yeah.
So I was able to minus 12 off of that.
Sure. But you did use the protection here from creepy effect to protect your stack, which you do purge off of it. Arby goes ahead and goes into Lucy Chaos mode. And with that, you pass it over.
Dodos gives it blocker. I went ahead and I just popped one of my TKs. But Arby's just re-clarifying Domini's effect. I played a training. Look for some search here.
Okay, I mean, Pata and Angemon aren't bad. Yeah, Angemon does make sense here, because you can even make the choice of, like, you know what, we'll just hard Evo in the back, potentially, and just give Arby 1. Granted, he will go to 2 off of Shoto, but at least you guarantee just a 4 ready to go next turn. But you do end up swinging with the mini.
I swing because I have barrier in the inheritables. I go ahead and draw 1. Arby goes in and protects here.
Gato will play itself.
On the top, yeah, which that worked out funny enough for me. Gain a memory off the Gato because it sees itself removed. And then I go ahead and recover 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean this is Angels and what it wants to do, right? I mean the Mini Angemon combo is a very, very good starting like state to be in, and then if you can get a Gato here and there out of security, you build up a wide board, you're able to do a lot of crazy things. And Domini's protection.
Sorry, I think Gatomon sees itself being removed,
It should,
right?
yeah,
When off the trashing thing?
Yeah.
I know it does off a Pata Evo, but I thought there was maybe something weird with it. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think it should.
I'm pretty sure it does. Anyways, regardless, I go ahead and just play a Luxmon, get some search, choke him to 1. He goes to 2 off a Shoto.
Oh, actually, no. I think it doesn't.
It doesn't, right?
It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't.
I knew there was something where it's like it sees 1 but not the other.
Yeah.
Or I thought there was, so that's my fault. So I shouldn't have gained a memory there. It doesn't.
You're good.
I don't think it super matters. But he goes ahead and plays Lilith, gives him the on-play effect to
The Mini.
Domini, so that it's going to delete itself at the end of my turn, which is tough. Arby forgot to tuck a thing.
So you're debating here what to do. Are you debating?
It's
still Arby's turn. Still, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Arby's just trying to figure out what to do.
We will crack
Next
the
a boost.
boost.
Goes to 4.
I think that was a potential Fasco play. Yeah,
Yeah.
we will go
So he's gonna do
Fasco
that.
to pop the Lux. Or attempt to pop the Lux.
I'm debating if I want to save it or not, like if it's worth trying to save.
You do.
I'll just go ahead and save it, yeah. Recover 1. And then he plays a Belfamon sleep mode for 2. Realizes he does not have a rage mode available to tuck, so it has no protections.
Did you protect twice that turn or no? I may have missed it.
No, just the once.
So you do end up pushing up the Pata here. Pata will go
Pata
ahead
whiffs.
and whiff.
Which is
Or
tough.
Pata.
It's really bad. It's honestly really bad for me.
But we do have the Angemon in hand though, no? So you could
I
just
do.
go into it.
But it just sucks.
It does. I mean, it does.
Because there's so much more memory I gain off of the Evo and more setup I can do off of it than having to just hard Evo and not interact with my security at all.
I will say I do
Right now-
like the Cupimon egg here though, right? Because you can, in situations like this, you could potentially go Anja or anything, right? And then if you swing once with a body and you like do the Cupid effect to like eat something in and then put something back in, you could just proc the memory gain there too.
Right.
We do see the Magna Anja come out here going into a Domini from security.
Yeah.
To go ahead, play out another body. Go ahead
so
and
at this
resolve.
point,
Yeah.
I draw for Evo. And then I realized that I had to... The tough thing here is that I couldn't really do too much else this turn because I needed to keep the Gato on board, so I couldn't risk losing it because I needed to be able to climb into another Domini, otherwise my entire board is just up for grabs. So I do the -7 on the Belfie. I go ahead and burn 1 to recover 1. Do that. Hit him there, and then I'm big chillin'. And then end of turn, yeah, Domini goes bye-bye because it cannot protect itself. So it was hard. So I just kind of had to like, there's no way for me like not to pass over a bunch of memory that turn because of the Magna and Jace being
I think that's fair. I mean, I think it's still, you still have a Dimini established now. It feels bad because Lilith just, it's ironic that Dimini can protect everything but itself. But...
Right. Well, I mean, no, it's not even that. It's just the fact that Dimini can't protect against its effects that are your own. It can only protect
right, that's what I mean.
Its opponent's effects.
Right.
So, right now, Arby's clarifying that when the Lilith would have left the board, he could have chosen to delete something. So we're winding back the clock a little bit. I need to see if that's optional, because actually I probably shouldn't have let him do that, if I'm being real. If it's an optional thing, or if it has to happen. All turns when she would leave her battle area by deleting one level 5 lower Digimon permanently. Yeah. So yeah, it's a buy. So it's something that he whiffed, but it's fine. So I let him do it.
We see a chaos mode come out. Choice to either pop something or you do pop the Lux here. Now, question, could you choose to pop Lux and just shed with Dimini or no?
What do you mean?
Like, since
like
it's
let
being...
Lux get popped and still let myself get the burn?
No, like use Dimini's protection effect by like if you target...
You said pop, so I was confused.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I could have protected Lux if I wanted to, but the issue is that because Lucimon's effect, isn't like if it goes through, it's if nothing is deleted, you then do the recover one and burn one. And I was like, I can't take any more burn. And if I let him recover anymore, it's just going to be harder for me. So I'm already at a deficit here, just trying to get a board going. I wasn't seeing Truby aces, so I wasn't able to like wide board effectively while controlling his board. I was just kind of stuck. I was in weird spots. And I was trying to keep Andromon aces up to like ace evo, but then I realized at this point, I was like, why am I doing this? I should just be evoing where I can, at least just keeping one to make sure I can recover a bit. Because it's like he's never gonna swing until he's going for game.
Yeah.
So
you go Seraphimon here. You -7 it looked like on the Lucy X. And you're debating. Looks like going over. Okay, yeah. I mean that's fair. You hard play the Magna and for 6. You go ahead and go into another Seraphi here for a reduced cost. So you do that for, I believe 2. It's for 1 or for 2. Yeah, because you reduce it by 2.
Goes for 4. I'm gonna be honest. After playing these games, I want to take these Seraphis out so bad. I really want to take these Seraphis out. They don't feel good anymore.
I still like them.
There were so many times today where like I had them in hand and I was like, God, if you were an ace card and not what you are, this would be such a better situation for me.
You end up getting rid of the Lucy X with the second Seraph. Cover yourself back up to 6, and then Lilith leaves. So Arby.
I'm not sure. I don't remember this part.
Okay.
I think he's clarifying that. Yeah, she's gone because he attempts to do. He was just like I think he like got caught up in his head on where he was at, and then had to snap back to reality a little bit. But it's fine.
So we play out the Leviah here for 4 off of the reduced gate cost. We target the Ace and the Dimini, which you declare the Purge off of Dimini.
Yeah.
Andromon Ace should let you recover.
Yeah, I have to. I'm burning both.
No, you should. Oh no, because it's a subsequent.
No.
So
I have to finish letting Leviah's effect go through. Yeah. So Leviah's effect finishes going through. I then use Andromon Ace's effect to recover after burning the last card.
Because it's 2 separate instances, so you do burn 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He just drops a Lucamon, end of turn, does this whole thing, and so now I'm caught in this cycle where I just can't get this Lucamon is just constantly a threat, and his trash has enough stuff in it that it's a problem because Lilithmon's in there. And if I try and remove it, Lilithmon's just going to come back and then give my Dimini the ability to delete itself. So I was just kind of between a rock and a hard place.
At this point, I probably would have been like, "Yep, you got the round. I'm gonna just go sit in a corner and cry."
And then I have to still do the effect to burn off of the Lucimon. And at
Jesus
this point,
Christ.
it's just I probably should have just scooped and just tried to go next.
Arby
But
is
I was still
at
like, you know what?
9, 4, 8
1, 2,
security.
3, 4,
Jesus.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and I'm down to 2. So I haven't been able to. There's maybe a couple of turns where I maybe could have like attempted to swing, but it just never felt like I wanted to waste my resources losing them. I clear the thing off because I go ahead and cycle security because I have to resolve the Seraphi effect.
Yeah.
Which he then gives the on play to my Domini, which means my Domini is going to leave the board at the end of my turn.
Sure. Now, you
so
do
I'm
have
trying to
2
decide what
checks
to
off
do.
of the Seraphis each.
Yeah, I do at the moment. So I'm trying
You
to
play
decide what to do. Go ahead.
TK.
And Arby's asking me if I use the effect already, and I'm like, yep, that's what I used to clear your Lucimon. So now I'm just trying to figure out what I wanted to put back into security with TK effect.
Yeah. Okay. So we are debating here. Looks like we will put another Domini. We'll tap TK to gain 1. And then
I recover 1 off of
Andromon.
Andromon.
Yep. Go ahead and swing with the Sala. Proc QP effect to rip top. And then we'll go ahead and slide a Magna Ange underneath. One check. Okay. Do hit a Belfie, so we end up dying.
Yep. And then I have to burn top off of Lilithmon effect because opponent's turn when a Digimon's deleted.
Nice. Okay, so okay. Go into another Domini here.
Emissary -7.
Go ahead and play a Magna Ange.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so then you have Magna Ange. We go ahead and -7 off of Domini's effect onto Lilith. Magna Ange effect. Looks like we don't hit.
Yeah, I decide not to use his on play because there's nothing to. I think there might have been something to Evo in there, but I just chose not to because it's a Yume, right? So
Sure.
I just shuffle security, leave it there.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, we go Ruin mode, which will end up popping the Lilith.
Yeah.
And Lilith's effect.
Burn top. I do hit a
top,
Gato, so that
hit a
goes
Gato,
there.
which is pretty good. Okay.
Ruin mode did the -5, cleared the Lilith, and then my now it's a -10k to his board.
Yeah. Okay. Did you have a Truby in hand by that time?
I don't believe I did. No.
That's rough.
I think my last tributes were in trash or whatnot. I might have. I don't know. Maybe I did have one in hand. I can't recall.
Okay, so we see a Rush BLs come out. We digivolve one of, or the only Domini.
Yeah.
and
Which this is the other hard thing. It was just like, well,
yeah.
this time, and I just scooped because I'm like, yeah, he's just showing that he has heavens in hand. I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, it was already over. I had 3 cards left in deck. So, but yeah, it was tough. It was a hard game. There's maybe a couple times where I could have been more aggressive. But it was just such a fear of like, okay, I don't have Angel like that last turn when I could have been more aggressive there when I had the sec +1s like live. I was worried that because I didn't have my Angelomon aces on board anymore and the deck was getting low, that if I swung and tried to protect myself, I would just either burn out my security or burn out my deck.
Yeah.
Because everything's just such a big body. But I think realistically I should just try and swing and just see what happens. But it's just tough because then I just lose bodies and don't really get anywhere. And I was just trying to trying to find Ruby ace situations, but I just couldn't get there. Yeah, so we go next. I start. I'm able to go ahead and go pat on the back and then TK. My security, I believe, did not have a 4 on it, so I was banking on recovering into something. Arby sees the Lilith right away again, which was super tough. it was just an extra salt in the wound. And then he finds the BLs as well, which is also just like, all right, cool. So now there's the 2 biggest counters to my deck in his hand, turn 1, and Pada whiffs.
So it looks like Pada Debating the hard evo here. So yep, you end up doing it for 2. You've got the Magna Ange in hand. So you could hard evo into it, depending on what you know is in security, which is fair. Yep. So we go into that for 3. And looks like there is a little pause, and we do go into a Cherubi for reduced cost of 2, so should be for an additional 2 cost.
Yeah.
And we play out a body.
I'm just resolving the rest of Magna Ange's effect.
Play out Gato. Gato will go ahead and -4.
Yeah,
Lucy
I should
and call it a
gain.
day.
I should gain a memory.
1 from Pada.
Pada, but it looks like I miss it, which is fine. It's whatever. Admittedly, this is a stupid play. I'm well aware it's a dumb play. I obviously I knew what he grabbed off of the searches.
It also looked like you were in a tough spot, though.
I literally had I had no dominions in hand. I had nothing else I could go into. I had no dominions in security. Like, and I maybe could have just played slower, but we were already like so close to like time and round that I was like, all right, I gotta just send it. I gotta just send it and see what happens. Because if I don't do it, then I just lose anyways. Because I already lost game 1 because we took so long in game 1. So I was like, I gotta just send it and just pray he does not have an answer every time.
Yeah.
Or that he maybe misplays it. That's really all I could do. So Trubius is just out there living his life.
Pat in the back, then we go training. We go training into another training, which is what we do. Go ahead and attempt this swing with Cherubi. We rip top. Looks like we'll go ahead and tuck another ace card underneath, and then
Arby blocks. I just passed the memory over. And then on deletion, I'm able to place another card into security.
Placing a Sala underneath.
Yeah.
Calling it a day.
Yeah. I was like, well, at least I just slow him down from being able to tuck stuff.
Yeah. So Rush BLs for 2, mill 4. Rivals comes out. Swings, hits the Sala. Then we drop a Ascend. Tucking in. Debating what we're going to tuck, but looks like we're going to tuck the Creepy. Sampada. Oh,
yeah,
no.
and this is dumb. This is dumb of me. I think I should have. I knew there was no level 4 in there, but I'll be honest with you guys. I was checked out. At this point in the game, I was so checked out and just done with this match. Like, which I'm not gonna pretend I play this match the best. There's obviously a couple of things I maybe could have done better, but it really just felt like I was never in a spot where I would actually make any like ground. I'd make any sort of progress because I'm well aware that Demon Lords is a deck of it's a Megazoo deck, right? If I swing into security, chances are I'm gonna hit a body that's 12k or higher, and I don't climb well. I don't have barrier on every body, so I was just like, all right, this sucks. So I think I was just checked out, and I just pushed up Paddocks. I was like, all right, well, just send it. Just send it. Going to another Pada. Drop a TK. I'm just trying to like see if I have any sort of options here at all. Anything I can do. Grab a Shadow Seraphi. Shuffle security. Recover 1, shuffle it rather. Lay it back out. And just tell Arby to go ahead.
Alright, so then looks like Arby tucks a Levia underneath the gate. And we go ahead and Jesus, another Rush BLs, this time for free, mill 4. Go ahead. Okay.
Yep.
Go ruin mode for 5, which locks you out of 2 turns here.
We're in turns right now, by the way. Yeah. That it was turn 0 when I was deciding what when I was looking at security. It was called.
Sure.
So
And
this
then,
is turn. This is turn 2.
You drop the Angemon.
Yep. This is turn
Ruin
3 for
mode
Arby.
will pop, tucks, and then should in theory pop the Angemon, and that's it.
Yeah, and then just it goes Arby.
Yeah.
So there's just tough games. I hate Demon Lords. I'll never not hate Demon Lords. It's just not fun to play against. Never will be.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I
I'm
understand.
right there with you.
I understand. I probably sound so salty right now, And it's because I am. I genuinely, I hate that matchup so much. It is the epitome of not fun to me at all. It is a deck of answers and no, like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, I love Arby though.
It is a tough matchup to play. No, it is tough. I've been there plenty of times, right there with you.
Yeah.
At times, like you said, it's tough. It's tough. It's definitely, like you said, it's a deck full of answers and a deck full of like not just like, oh, I'm gonna respond to you, but I'm gonna respond to you and then take all the momentum that you thought you had and take it to my side.
Away.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. There's probably, I mean, if somebody knows stuff that I could have done better outside maybe whiffing some effects,
Sure.
please tell me. But it genuinely just felt like I never had answers in my hand when I needed them, certain outs, and I just felt like I was stuck. And I felt like anytime I would have like taken the risk to swing at security, it just feels like it would have just ended in like a negative gain. It wouldn't have mattered in the long run.
Yeah, I mean, I think game one, like I think you said it yourself. I mean, not seeing Truby, I think is tough because I think Truby with Alliance makes you feel a lot better about your swings, right, and helps you do that aggression. Right. But no Truby Ace makes it a lot more risky, particularly without the barrier inherits that Gato typically will give you. So it just makes it like super risky for you. And I don't think you're wrong, in thinking that at all. It's tough because especially with the sources that you had too, you swing, you die, you just pass memory over.
Well, and the other thing too is Arby seeing Lilithmon.
Turn
one, both games, which is like his best out to Domini, was just hard. Like game one's probably a very different game if my Domini's not constantly being deleted by itself.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
That was just really tough because I just couldn't. I had to keep on just like cycling my Dominis and trying to keep my board protected because if I don't have that, then everything else just goes bye anyways.
Right. Because I mean, another thing too, right, is like I don't think he milled an Agudo. It's like if you swing and you hit Agudo, you're like, well, not only do my bodies die, I've also given him the win condition now. So
I'm willing to bet his Agudos were probably in security every time. Yeah. I'm willing to bet because I didn't see them get milled once, and he never trashed them from hand. So
I'll say the counter argument to all that would have been like, well, if they're gonna die anyway via Lilith or some sort of Digivolve or whatever, you just swing for the fences anyway and just say, hey, let me get the damage in when I can.
Yes.
But I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, it's all like in the moment stuff. That's like it's easy to say now, but it's tough. It's just a tough matchup.
Yeah.
But anyways, we digress. We yap and we digress. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. And hopefully we catch you on that next video. Bye-bye.